welcome to a pickups video. This is Randy Gillian. Off Craigslist I went and, well actually this is my first video since I've been gone for a month. My very first pickups video since I've been gone for a month, and also for the new year. But I went on Craigslist, I got a Virtual Boy. Only the left side, left eye works. There's no visuals on the right eye. But I heard it could be fixed because they glued the wires really cheaply, so I guess I have to tape or solder them in place. I'll have to do more research on that. But it works. Well, it kind of works, partially works. Came with Mario Tennis with a torn label, and I paid 25 bucks for this. That was the very bottom he'll take. Originally he was asking $40, but then he told me because the one eye didn't work, I talked him down a bit, so I thought it was an okay deal. I usually see broken ones sell for like, I think 50 bucks on eBay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too sure, but you know, for 25 bucks, what the hell? I mean, I don't see Virtual Boys that often, so I took a chance, and you know what? I think this thing looks badass. I mean, look at that. I mean, this thing looks cool. But yeah. So I finally got a Virtual Boy, and I found out in the wild from an ad. So moving along, I went to the pawn shop. Let's see here. Okay, at the pawn shop, I just got this bundle like a couple days ago. This big old bundle of games for $30. Okay, I got Full Metal Alchemist complete, and I left the stickers on there, $2.99, but she marked it down for me, which is really not kind of her. Got a Shadow of the Colossus, really epic game. Graphics look amazing, and then they had them all priced at, all of them say $2.99, but you know, she took some down. I got Naruto Ultimate Ninja 2, Naruto 3, Naruto 4. So somebody really likes Naruto. Not me, not so much. I'm not into that. And then they had Okami. Yeah, Okami complete. That's like a $20 game, and she let me have it for $7 bucks. And I can't believe this was there. Resident Evil 6, missing the manual, and it has these two games. It has the game CD and all that. But I could not. It was like this. This was outside of the case. Somebody must have been looking at it, because when I looked through the crate full of Xbox 360 games, this was there. I couldn't believe. I'm like, oh my god, because I'm just dying to play Resident Evil 6. I've been wanting it for a while, and I was so disappointed when I opened it up, and all I saw was this disc. It was the disc 2. I was like, oh shit, that's the extras. And then when I started searching, I searched really hard in the crate. Boom, this was popped up loose like this. Like, oh my god, and I was like, pop that son of a bitch right in. Boom. Got the game, and they let me have it for $10. So this big pile of games right here cost me $30. I thought it was a great deal, since this still sells for at Walmart like for $39.99 new. So I thought, what the hell, dying to play it. And let's move along, shall we? Okay, at a different pawn shop, I got this big stack for $7. I got Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance for Xbox. It's just the disc, kind of ghetto. I got Goblin Commander. Got Turok Evolution. Pac-Man World 2. Halo 2 Multiplayer Map Pack complete. This is really cool. It's Samurai Showdown 5. Very awesome. Got Jade Empire, which this was empty, but then he had this one, Jade Empire Limited Edition. So he let me combine them. He let me keep the case. So I got this for these two for the price of one. So that was pretty cool. And so this pile right here, $7, can't beat it. Alright, moving along. And on a different day, he didn't really have any games that other day, And he just had this for $5, so I bought Resident Evil 5 for $5. So yeah, complete in good shape. So that was cool. I went to a thrift store in Pueblo West. I don't go there at all. It's a new one, and they had nothing. I'm saying nothing but sports games. They had like 50 sports games, and this was the only game they had that wasn't sports. Metal Slug 3, and I paid $3 for this. Pretty cool. I like the cover. So that, I guess it wasn't that bad of a deal. Then I went back to that same pawn shop and I got another, but on a different day. The one where I got that other pile for $7, I got this big pile for like I think $5, I think around there, 5 or 7 again. I got a Resident Evil 4 complete. Silent Hill 2 for Xbox complete. My all-time favorite game. The first 3 Silent Hills were amazing. And 9 more holes of Christmas, and this was like a Blockbuster exclusive, as you can see. I don't know if that'll be a collector's item, but yeah. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for Xbox, pretty cool. Mortal Kombat Deception, Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Okay, then I went to the Goodwill in my town. The Goodwill fucking sucks, I mean it. They had a box Odyssey 2 with like 5 or 7 box Odyssey 2 games. And it was like in immaculate condition. And they had it in the auction case. And they had bidding. And they had the starting bid at $75. When I went to go check, it was already at $150. So people are bidding like crazy. And it's not over yet. So Lord knows what that'll end at. But that's kind of... that's a little bit much. But yeah, the good one, I don't think they're going to put too many good games out. But they had this in the game case. This was $6.99, $7 for Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, it's a little more than I wanted to pay. But you know what? This is like a $25 game, so I guess it was alright. It's in complete and good shape. Oh, and look, they have more stickers on there. $6.99. Thank you, Goodwill. Okay, then I went to a different pawn shop that just opened up. You know, in my town, we probably have like 30 pawn shops. So they had Bloody Roar, Primal Fury for $3. I had to pick it up. They also had some regular plain Nintendo games for $10 a piece, and they wouldn't go much down, but they were crap games, so I didn't even bother haggling. Didn't really want them. They had a Championship Bowling for $10 and a Super Pitfall for $10. And those are common games that are only like worth about $1 or so. I mean, they're not worth no $10, but yeah. So they price things crazy at that pawn shop. I'm not going to be going there that often. And then I went at a different pawn shop. I got these 2 games for $10. A little more than I wanted to pay. I got Obscure the Aftermath, complete in great shape. I thought this was like a $30 game, but that was the first Obscure for PlayStation 2. It was not this version. I got them mixed up, so sometimes that'll happen. I screwed up. And then also Sonic Adventure 2, which is just really just the disc. It doesn't have the manual, unfortunately. But you know, this Sonic game makes up for what I paid on this one a bit. Sometimes you win some, you lose some. Then at a different pawn shop, one of my favorite ones, they had Resident Evil Dead Aim for 50 cents in the discount bin, with all the sports games and all the PS2, Xbox games, original ones. Now they're starting to throw all their PS3 games in there, all the sports PS3 games, and all the Guitar Hero and was it Guitar Hero Rock Band, those types. They have like 50 Guitar Hero games for PS3, so they put them all there out in the open. And I saw this one laying on the ground. I picked it up. I'm like, hell yes. I did not own this one, and I absolutely love the Resident Evil series, so glad to add that to my collection. And also I got Nightmare Creatures there for PS1, complete. And I got Mega Man 5 Battle Network, Team Colonel. Is that right? Team Colonel. And this was And they had some box Nintendo 64 games. I got Off-Road Challenge, and I got Mission Impossible. This one's complete, and this one just has the game in box. But yeah, all this right here for $7. I'm not gonna complain. So yeah. Okay, then I went to the Ark, which is pretty much the Goodwill, and my God, it was pretty dead. The whole place was empty, and I was so glad it was. There was one Super Nintendo game laying there for $3. Space Mega Force. I had no clue this was a rare game, but this game sells between like 50 to 80 bucks. So this was like the crown jewel of the... So far, this is my crown jewel of game finds. I mean, this is like the best thing I've found so far. And I was so happy to have it. So yeah, it's in really good shape, Space Mega Force. I remember motherfucking Mike, or Mike Matee, who collaborates with the Angry Video Game Nerd. He did a top Super Nintendo obscure games, where he lists a whole bunch of rare games, like the best obscure games that nobody's heard of and they're rare. He had Wild Guns, Hagani, and this one on his list. So I actually have one of the games on his list. He recommends, he says this is a kick-ass game. So I'm definitely going to check this out because of his recommendation. So thank you, motherfucking Mike. Okay, moving along. On a different day at the Ark, they had this Silent Hill 4, The Room, for $4. To be honest with you, this was my least favorite of the Resident Evil 4. Well, not Resident Evil, I mean Silent Hill. This is my least favorite game of the Silent Hill series. This is when, in my opinion, the Silent Hill series went downhill. And it just got worse and worse, the games as they progressed. But this was not really the best game. After part 3, it went downhill. But I really do not like this game that much. But you know what? Silent Hill, can't beat it. Okay. I actually went to a yard sale just today. As a matter of fact, this was today, Sunday. In the morning, we were driving around, and I saw that they had a yard sale. I'm like, really, a yard sale? I mean, it's like January. It's like cold out there. It's like 40 degrees. It's cold. What the hell are these people having a yard sale? So I looked. They had a Nintendo 64, and they had no games. I said, do you have any games for this? And then this guy's like, oh, I have games. I have them at my house. You want to go see at my house? So I followed his car down to his house. It was just a few blocks down, and he had a whole a duffel bag full of games. And I picked them. Actually, I picked all the Nintendo games out of there, and one PS1 game. He said he had Final Fantasy 7, but he ain't gonna sell it because he loves it or something like that. But yeah, he had Final Fantasy 7, or no, 8. I mean, part 8. This is kind of a weird version. I don't know if this is like fake, like if they made the disc. But look at this. I mean, if anybody knows, please leave comments. But if you look on the back, it's black. It looks just like a PS1 game. I don't know if this is like another release, because look. Oh, shit. I mean, check this out. Okay, here's one of my other Final Fantasy 8s I had. See, look at that. Look at the disc art. It's silver for the greatest hits. And this is white? I mean, seriously, I've never seen this disc art. I mean, is this like some kind of fake homemade version? It does work. I got this game does play, but let me know. Like, why is this one silver and the other one's white? If anybody can tell me, that would be very helpful. And then here were the Nintendo games. Yeah, these games. So all this I paid $25 for. Oops. My camera fell, excuse that. But yeah, I paid 25 bucks for all this. I got Vigilante 8, Banjo-Kazooie, Killer Instinct Gold, Super Mario 64, or as some people pronounce it, Super Mario 64, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and here's the crown jewel of this bundle, Super Smash Bros. So for 25 bucks, I'm not going to complain. He originally wanted 30, but I had to haggle with him. He was pretty hesitant to sell them. And he does look on eBay. He said online the Zelda goes for 30, so he knows what they are. unfortunately. But I thought I got a good deal. So let me know in the comments about that Final Fantasy 8 disc. Why is it white instead of silver? Was that another print? Is it mine a bootleg? Let me know. And then I actually got one ad. I mean, one response on my wanted ad for games on Craigslist. Only one this time out of a few weeks. So I went and bought them. I got all these games here for 20 bucks. Tom and Jerry, which I thought this would be like an uncommon game, but I don't know if I don't think it is. I looked up, it's like pretty cheap. But if you look on the back, it looks like that. Cause see, this one's like a regular release. Sometimes the more expensive games have this type of back sticker, I've learned. But yeah, like Tournament Fighters and them, they'll have this back, but the regular plain Nintendo games have this back. So that's what tipped me off that this might be expensive, but yeah, it wasn't. So I made a mistake. It happens. So Tom and Jerry, Metroid. Finally, I've been wanting Metroid for a long time. I finally got it. Never had it. So finally glad to have that. Two Zeldas, two Legend of Zeldas. The first one. And what's odd about this one, this one's a 5-screw. I don't come across the 5-screw cart. This one's a 3-screw. What's the difference between the 5 and 3 screws? Is a 5-screw more rare? Is it a little bit more expensive? Is it more sought after? Let me know. And then the crown jewel of this bundle was a nice copy of Mega Man 5. And now this is an expensive game, but look at the back. As I said earlier, the sticker's different. See, that's what really bothered me. That's what really tipped me off about the Tom and Jerry. That's why I thought it'd be expensive, because of the back. See? And just like Tom and Jerry, they have the same backs as the Mega Man. I don't know, I fucked up. It happens. But I thought it was still a good deal anyways for $20 for these games. So that was my pickups for the beginning of 2013 and my return. And let me know what you guys think. I mean, it's a lot of shit and I gotta put it away. And I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget, keep it retro. Retro. Peace. Until next time.